I dated somebody where we were on vacation and a dog came at the both of us, and we were both scared of dogs.
Did he run?
He ran faster than me.
Left behind.
And I was just like, oh my God, what if this dog was actually a wild animal that bit,
He didn't even grab your hand.
No, he was,
Good luck to you the finish line.
he ran twice as fast as me. He's taller.
Welcome to the Real and Relatable podcast, where no topic is off limits. We're the girlfriends that keep it real and give you different perspectives, because we know one way isn't always the right way.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Real and Relatable podcast. My name is Cash.
I'm MB. I'm Ma.
I'm LC, and this is Dolce Vita.
And we are going to be doing an episode today to discuss masculine and feminine energy. However, before we get started, I'll just share with you our drink of choice today, which is some red wine Cabernet. And this is called Line 39. Basically, for me, anything Cab, that's my go-to. I love Cabernet. Merlot is probably second choice. Let's have a taste, ladies. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. All right.
Okay, it's pretty good. It's
Good.
not really dry.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
One of the better cabs that I've had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Well balanced. All right. Well, hey, glad we all like the Cab. On today's episode, I don't know much about all of you, but in the past couple of years, I've been hearing a lot of, how they have dating gurus and different people online that's been rising up as YouTube stars and, even making a name for themselves in their own right and being recognized in the podcast world and other shows as well. But I wanted to give a definition that the James Madison University has used to describe masculine energy versus feminine. So masculine are traits associated with assertiveness.
Okay.
That's what it says. And then feminine energy associated with nurturing. I think that, of course, there's different avenues as to how you would describe that and how that shows up in your life and how you project energy and in your relationships too, and your partner, finding that balance. But I wanted to ask MB, how would you rate Leah, Elsie?
Okay.
Are we doing a scale from 1 to 10?
1 to
on how
10.
Feminine
1 to 10.
or masculine?
1 being very, very masculine and 3 being feminine.
Why don't we do percentage? 60-40, 50-50, 70-30.
Yeah, I like percentage. Yeah.
I would say you are 70% masculine and 30% feminine. Only because I feel like you're more assertive. You're definitely a go-getter.
Definitely.
You are very logical.
Mm-hmm.
You tend to leave the emotional aspect of it out of any of your decision making,
Yeah.
but you're feminine in terms of your appearance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I might agree. What do you guys think? Or I might do 65-35.
Oh my God. You need an extra 5%.
You needed that 5%.
But that's why I said I think I agree.
Okay, fine. We'll give you that 5%.
You can have it. You can have it. Yes.
I think so, because I think you do have a more nurturing side to you too.
Yeah.
Just that we don't see it, but you probably are more nurturing in your relationships that we don't see.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's a
The look on her face.
That's a good thought. I would like to ask. I would like to ask all my exes to vote. All my exes think I'm so feminine, but I think it's because I also date men who are much more masculine than I am. Right. So next to them, I'm very feminine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I also hold my own because I am, assertive, and I make my own decision and I do my own thing, even though I definitely do nurture them in the relationship.
And you're very straightforward, whereas I feel like when I think of feminine characteristics, they tend to be they sugarcoat a lot, or they try to find they fluff up their words.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're just very straightforward.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I think I agree.
What about Cash?
Okay.
How about me?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I would say, what did we say Chu was?
65 masculine, 35.
Oh, we gave her the other 5%. Right?
I would say it's like that, but flip the other way.
Yeah, I think you're 70% feminine, 30% masculine. Because I think you're very ambitious too. And you're very independent. I feel like you can do a lot of things on your own. And you like being by yourself a lot.
Yeah.
but you're very feminine in the way you speak. I think you're more soft.
Yeah.
You're more emotional.
Yeah.
I feel like you're more sensitive.
Yeah.
And you are very good with your word choices where you try to avoid, you pretty much fluff up your words too. Like you find a nicer way to say things.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, MB.
Wait, did you agree with that too?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. What do you think? Do you about
I-
yourself, about our rating?
I think I agree. Numbers are numbers. I think.
Wait, okay.
Well, but do you
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Numbers are numbers. That means
I think you're disagreeing
you
with
can
us.
disagree.
You can
Yeah,
disagree. No,
Just tell them what you.
I don't know. I don't know what 30-70 looks like versus the 80-20 or 60-40.
You're just more feminine than you are masculine. is
I
what
would,
you're
I would,
saying.
I would agree for sure. What are we missing?
MB.
Just me.
Okay.
MB is 90-10. 90-10 feminine.
Well,
95.
Okay, you know why? You want to know why? You know why I gave her 90-10? So when we first moved to LA,
Okay, it's because of our relationship.
what happened?
so when we first moved to LA, we
Yeah.
were at Target and we were like, we got water, we got all this stuff, right? And she's on the phone over here texting, and I'm over here loading the car. And I was like, any day, princess, anytime you want to help me load the car. You know? She's like, oh, I'm sorry.
I was distracted.
Just in general.
Yeah.
Like,
She's got the 10 also because she said when other people cry, she tends to not cry.
yeah, that's why you get 10%.
Unemotional.
She holds it. She holds it.
Yeah.
Wait, did we already do you?
No, not yet.
Oh yeah.
I would
Mom?
say I feel like you vary a lot depending on what it
Oh my
is.
gosh, it depends.
Yeah.
Oh, the time of day, the day of the month.
If you're her man or not.
I think with emotions,
Uh-huh.
you can be feminine because you base a lot of your decisions on emotions.
Oh, I do.
So that's why it's really hard to rank you.
Wait.
Yeah.
Not always.
No, with her man.
With with her man.
But like when it's something like, let's say between us two,
Yeah.
I think you're not as, you can't verbalize it as much or you're more uncomfortable.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
with your man, when you make decisions, you're more vulnerable and you're more emotional. So a lot of your decision is based off of emotions. Your appearance wise, you're feminine.
Yeah.
Because you are louder, you're masculine and you take charge a lot. You're very independent. I think you connect with guys a lot more, like in terms of like their jokes.
Humor.
Yeah.
And the way you conversate.
Were you a tomboy growing up?
No.
But I was a tomboy growing up.
Yeah, I was too.
Yeah.
No.
Interesting. Okay.
But in terms of rating, it's hard because I feel like you and I were kind of like in that same gray area of feminine and masculine energies. So we probably have very similar ratings. And then on any
65,
given
35 too?
yeah. If you would like 65, 35, 70, 30, same thing. But I think you vary more than I do while I'm like more steady. I'm like the same all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
While you, depending on your situation, you might be more feminine
Yeah.
or more masculine. But I think if
Mhm.
we had to total up, we're probably very similar in the
Yeah.
same area.
Yeah. I think my preference is to tap into my feminine energy way more than my masculine energy. It's just that I'm always around people that are much more feminine than me. So then I tend to be more masculine. Like around all of you girls, I typically am the more masculine. That's why you guys always make me drive. Every time we go anywhere, I'm always the one driving.
That's not She's the
Yes,
Formula One
I am.
driver.
I
group.
I wouldn't mind driving, but you don't like my driving.
Oh, no. Mm-mm. No, we do not. Let's not get into the conversation about driving because we're going to have a whole conversation about how
Well,
I'm a
you know
better
what?
driver.
She drives masculine.
Yeah.
I drive.
More
I
of
drive
an
in the
aggressive
middle.
driver.
I feel like MB can be an aggressive driver if she has to be somewhere. Then she can drive masculine.
That's just crazy driving. That's not aggressive driving. That's
That's not crazy driving.
I've seen her drive.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's been said that people have issues in their relationship sometimes if there's an imbalance. For example, if you're dating somebody who doesn't have a car and always drives your car.
Are you speaking about someone specific?
And you know,
Who
And-
is she talking about? Raise your hand.
I'm not talking about anybody, okay? I'm just saying if you were dating somebody,
She was staring straight at me. You know, they drive your car.
okay, so if you guys had a boyfriend who always borrowed your car, never wanted to do anything with you, never wanted to go to your friends' cabins with you,
Oh my God.
never wanted to go on
That sounds
vacations
very
with you.
I know that is very specific.
Those are very just random examples, you guys, that I'm
Okay.
pulling here.
She's talking about my ex.
So, okay, so if you have somebody like that and, you know, you're like, come on, can we please go? Because I'll pay for it.
Oh my gosh, she's totally talking about it. Do you want me to just talk about?
I didn't say that. You said that. I didn't.
What the hell? Every time she says it, she's like looking right at me. You might as well
It's
be like,
very specific details. That's why.
do you think you're more masculine because of these things?
No, so if somebody doesn't step up and you always have to step up, do you feel like that forces you to become more masculine? Because someone's got to do it.
Yeah,
You know, so then because no one's doing it, you have to step up and do it. You know?
right.
And some people say, for example, if you're in a relationship where the woman wears the pants and she's kind of like a bitch, like a bossy bitch, but sometimes some guys like it. You know, some guys don't want to wear the pants.
Yeah.
Some guys are quiet and they would rather have their partner do it, like make all the decisions. Hey, babe, we're gonna go here. We're gonna wear this. Hey, we
But
have
doesn't
this.
that
you know,
mean that they're more feminine?
Yeah.
That have
Yeah.
feminine energy?
yeah. I mean, but they're allowing that. They're willing to step behind and let that woman wear the pants. Do you guys feel like relationships have issues and they suffer if there's an imbalance?
Yeah. You know, there was actually a study done about that, right? So they put, I think, men and women in the same group, right? So they put men with women that were more financially well off than they are. They're stronger, they're leaders in their industry or whatever.
Yeah.
With these men, but these women did better than the men, right?
Yeah.
And you know, because most guys are like, oh, we want a strong, you know, independent. We don't care how much she makes and things like that. And they put them in the same room. Turns out at the end of the study, I think it was like 80% of them didn't want those women. They don't want those.
They thought they did.
Yeah, they thought they want these strong boss ass females, but at the end of the day, they don't. They want the soft, nurturing. I need to be the man in the relationship. It doesn't work when they're more feminine in the relationship.
Yeah.
And maybe I think they just think that that's what they want until they're put in that situation and they realize that's not what they actually want.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know where I was going with this thing, but it also goes back to this thing I saw on TikTok. This probably is the worst way they can put it, but they're like, weak men attract masculine women. Strong men attract feminine women. And I think that's true.
I would agree with you because there has to be that in a relationship, you know, like a romantic relationship, like it has to have that, a balance of that.
Mhm.
So if you're a man and you embody more feminine energy, then the natural attraction would be for a more like masculine
Yeah.
female. And masculine, guys, again, just going back to the definition, it just means someone who's more assertive, has that more take charge kind of personality.
He's a leader. He's a protector.
Or she, you know, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it works the other way around too, because I consider myself more feminine.
Yeah.
But once I have to start doing things and taking charge more, I do find myself being turned off.
Yeah.
Because then I can't be in my feminine energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also feel kind of like, you know, if I'm doing all these things, why do I need you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the point of having
Yeah.
you around?
Yeah. But then I think also the guy eventually starts feeling emasculated, right?
Mhm.
When you start stepping up and you start doing these things and you no longer need them.
Yeah, and along the same lines as that, they've done research about why top CEOs are men, mostly men and not women. That loss of the feminine energy. If you keep leading and you keep stepping into your masculine power, at a certain point, you become really exhausted because you're no longer like within your natural self.
Yeah.
And that you keep pulling on energy that is not natural to you. And then you feel burnt out. So a lot of female potential CEOs, they actually quit and drop out at that point because it just becomes too much. There's so much masculine energy that I or they have to pull from somewhere else.
And maybe if it's a boss lady who is naturally more masculine, they might feel more comfortable. It'll take longer for them to burn out.
Yeah, but still, I am not okay with a man who is more feminine than me. I don't know why, because I'm still a woman. I still want to be the feminine person in the relationship. And actually, one of something in my past was very interesting to me. And then like my ex's mom, one of my ex's mom, was like, well, since LC is so driven, career driven, why don't you guys have kids and he can stay at home? My son, you can stay at home, be a stay-at-home dad. I didn't say anything. I was just like, no, not gonna happen. But in my mind, I was like, what mother wants their son to be a stay-at-home dad? Like, that's crazy.
Maybe
to
she's
me.
just so desperate for kids that she was willing to do anything.
What about you, Cash? What type of men do you feel like you tend to attract?
I actually can be very needy and
You know.
You can be?
Yeah, that's or you are. I'm just kidding.
well, but sometimes in different periods of my life, I am, again, I've mentioned it before, but I can be very unemotional, not present, cold, and just I don't care, But maybe that's when I'm going through a funk or a phase or something like that. But when I'm in a relationship, I am oftentimes very loving, and I need a man. I need a real man, like a man's man, because I dated somebody where we were on vacation and a dog came at the both of us, and we were both scared of dogs.
Did he run?
He ran faster than me.
Left it behind.
And I was just like, oh my God, what if this dog was actually a wild animal that bit,
He didn't even grab your hand.
No, he was,
Good luck. You the finish line.
he ran twice as fast as me. He's taller.
So you still didn't answer the question.
That
Like, what
traumatized
type
you.
of men?
Hold on. Maybe I subconsciously attract these kind of men. I don't know. But I have another ex who, there was some drama that was happening at a house, and he got scared and he took my car.
He left
And
you?
he left me there.
Oh my
I had to call him and be like, you better come back right now. I'm in danger. That's my car. That's not okay. So I can't do that anymore. I can't be with somebody who's scared and a chicken. Because as a woman, innately, I want somebody who is not scared, because
All right.
if somebody was going to try to come and kill me and the kids, I want him to not be like, oh my God, let me run outside and get help because I can't tackle him, this robber, by myself. I'll die too. I don't want someone like that. I want someone.
Oh, so you want him to jump in front of the bullet?
Yes.
Okay.
I want somebody who's not afraid to jump in front of the bullet.
First
Oh,
thought,
yeah.
he's thinking I was saving you
Yeah,
guys.
it's like he's not afraid of death. He's more concerned about saving the wife and the kids.
There's
no Superman out there for us, okay?
I'm concerned that you even have to think like this.
Because I've been with guys who ran away.
Yeah, that's
They've run away.
crazy.
And, it's a turn off. I can't do that. Oh
I
my
can't
God.
even think of a situation where I've been where a man took off before me.
I think it's sad. It's sad. So first of all, I'm glad that we're aware, because I think each and every one of us, and you at home, you should be aware. You should ask these questions. What traits do I possess? If I'm dating this kind of person, is there a balance? Am I checking myself? What about roles? Cleaning, doing the laundry, cooking, raising the kids, giving baths, bedtime stories, dropping them off at school, right? Who's the provider? Who's supposed to be bringing in the majority of the income? Do you guys think that if the man is the one doing the laundry and folding the clothes, do you think that that's kind of weird for roles?
I don't think so. I expect both of us to be doing all those roles. Because the thing is, it's not like I'm a stay-at-home wife and I'm sitting there and feeling like I have to take on majority of these tasks at home. I feel like we both should be cooking. We both should be taking care of the kids.
Yeah.
We both should be doing laundry. I don't feel like there should be an assigned task. And I also don't see it as, if he cooks or if he cleans, I don't see it as feminine,
Yeah.
especially in today's society.
Yeah.
I feel like he's a partner, right?
Yeah, because both of us, typically both partner works.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
different when it's not like that, but I feel like because we both work, we both are equally responsible for the household.
Yeah.
Any of the tasks that needs to get done, we both should be doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think I agree. I agree with that. But if I'm a stay-at-home wife, I don't mind doing all that. But I mean, taking care of the kids, I still feel like that's your Oh,
child
no.
too, you
Oh,
know?
no. Taking
Like,
care of the kids should be both people, but I'm talking about like household chores and things like that. I don't mind if I'm a stay-at-home wife, but taking care of the kids, yes, that one should always be equal, because I didn't make this kid by myself.
No, I think I agree. I don't think these tasks are feminine or masculine. Raising a child, obviously, like being women, that maternal instinct is there. And
We'll
so,
find
you
out.
know, you're more nurturing, hopefully, right? But in terms of cooking and cleaning, you decide in the relationship.
Yeah.
Like I've been with some exes that were horrible at those things, and then I picked those things up. Or I've been with some who are like just amazing homemakers that were like on it, and it was amazing.
I actually think when a guy washes the dishes and does laundry, that's kind of hot.
Let me think
I
about
think
that.
it's-
You know
I-
what?
I think-
think it's hot when
I
they
think
can
it's
cook.
sexy. Oh yes. Oh my god. I
Wow.
if a man knows how to cook,
that's
points.
respect.
points,
Yes.
points. I hate guys who are like, I don't know how to cook, but they don't care to try.
Yeah.
You know, they don't care to try. It takes creativity and just initiative. You know, it's sexy. I agree with you.
I think some guys would disagree with us saying that there's no specific roles as feminine or masculine, right? Because I think a lot of guys probably would argue that, well, if we're bringing in the dough and I also have to help you around the house, then what are you doing?
But again,
Well, no, that
you know,
makes sense though, because you said that. If I'm
Yeah.
a homemaker
Yeah.
and I'm not doing anything,
yeah,
that should be my responsibility, and
Right.
that's how it was
that's how you
back in the
contribute.
days.
That's how,
Yeah,
That's how it was in
Yeah.
the back in
Yeah.
back in the days before women were allowed into the workforce. That was our job, being at home, taking care of the household. And now that we have jobs and we're on almost equal footing,
Mhm.
let's not talk about pay there because it's not equal yet. But now that we are allowed to work, we still have to take care of the home. That's not fair. Like the 8 hours that we put in at the office and you do too, and then we come home and we have to cook and clean and take care of the home too. That is absolutely
Yeah.
not fair.
Yeah, I agree with that too. The only thing I would not agree with is the kids. I don't care if I'm a homemaker or the housewife. You still have to come home and help me take care of the kids too.
Mhm.
Like that's the one thing that I would disagree.
Well, it also the kids need you too.
yeah,
The kids need
Both the
care.
relationship. Yeah, it's not a job for the sake of investing. It's that relationship you got to build with the
Yeah.
dad too. I
Yeah.
agree. Well, I wanted to ask you all. We're gonna play a game of true or false.
Okay.
Or agree or disagree. Okay.
Okay.
So, do you all feel that ambition is a masculine trait?
more
I
so.
would agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's where my masculine trait comes from, that ambition and that drive.
Do you all feel men are afraid to be vulnerable?
Yes.
Generally, I would agree with that.
How about women have grown to become more masculine in these past couple of decades out of necessity?
For sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 So my question from that is, because there's this like continuous debate of chivalry dead, and if it is, who killed it, men or women?
Who killed it? What do you
Oh.
think? What do you think? What do you
That's
think?
They say women kill chivalry. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. A lot of people say
Why?
women.
No,
Well,
I don't think
why?
that's
Yeah,
true.
Because women.
Don't know how to receive?
No.
Because I think that women are trying hard to kind of make a name for themselves and prove themselves as equal, right?
Mhm.
Because they are so independent, sometimes it is harder for them to receive and maybe to be vulnerable. So because of that, they're like, I don't need anyone to buy me this. I don't need to have a man. I can buy my own house, whatever it is that I want. And it makes it hard for the guy to be able to do those things. So they just end up not doing it and they just get really comfortable. So they don't have to step up because the woman's like, no, I can do it myself.
I see.
But I think women, they have hardened because they have felt like they had to in society to exist, which was the previous statement, that women have grown to become more masculine out of necessity.
Mhm.
So maybe that's true that they might have killed chivalry. But why do they feel it's necessary to have hardened and to have become more ambitious, to take care of themselves more? Maybe it's because the men haven't stepped up, so they had to ensure their own future. It's kind of like the chicken or the egg. Who really caused it, right? Like for myself, I have to work on my career
Mhm.
because I don't want to have to rely on a man, find a man with money to take care of me. I have to take care of myself because I want to be with someone for love, not for lifestyle.
Right. But I think the argument with that is the reason why women are this way is I'm speaking for myself. I feel like I would never put myself in a position where if I'm in a relationship and it's not working out, I have to stay in the relationship
Correct.
because I'm waiting on a guy to provide for me.
Correct.
So I think that's why women feel the need to step up. It's harder for them to just receive because if the relationship falls apart, they don't want to be stuck with nothing. Just more for security. Where it's like, if you leave me for someone else, I'm okay on my own too.
Exactly.
Right?
And I think that sometimes women might be hesitant to receive because nothing's for free.
Yeah.
Everything is with a string attached.
Right.
So then maybe we've learned how to say, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, but no, thank you.
Yeah.
Because we understand that nothing is really for free.
What strings are attached?
Like, okay, so for example, my friend, she said that if she's going out with a guy and she for sure doesn't like him, she's going to insist and she's going to make sure she pays.
Why?
Because she feels like unless she's interested in them, she's not going to let them pay.
I don't understand
'Cause
why.
If she allows them to pay, she feels like they might feel like she's reciprocating the feelings. And she's like sending a message like, no,
I don't think
I don't like you. We're just friends.
I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think if a man is courting you, taking you out on a date, it is their responsibility to pay. When I step out on a date, I'm the woman. I'm feminine.
Mm-hmm.
And the man, they're opening doors. They're paying for things. I don't pay. Like, as masculine as I am, with my assertiveness and my ambition,
Yeah. You go any faster? Yeah.
my masculine energy, the men are way more masculine.
Yeah.
And they look at me as a woman, as someone they are going to protect, as someone who's fragile, someone who's sensitive.
But she's
Because I am. But regardless of whether I like them or not, or feel that connection or not, it's still the man's responsibility to do those things.
And I
So
think that's
I'm
why-
not paying just to say I'm not interested in you.
That's what she wants to
I
do.
know. If a man thinks that you're a gold digger, you're dating the wrong man, okay?
Yeah.
You're just not dating a
you
man at the right
like
caliber.
gold. I don't think you look like gold.
A boy math. Boy math
What
is
is that? I've heard it, but I haven't
What's
like.
boy math?
Yeah, what is
it's-
boy math?
like delusion, right? So there's this whole trend thingy on TikTok, right? So it originally started with girl math, right? So girl math is if I purchase something and I go to Target and I returned it, now I just have $10. Or if I pay for something in cash, that's free because I paid in cash. It didn't hit my bank account. That's girl math, right? It's like delusion, right? It's delusional on how we justify the money we spent. The boy math are a little bit more ruthless, right? The boy math is more like he thinks 5'10" measures 6 feet, or like boy math is he thinks he asked you to sign a prenup when he only has 3 pairs of socks. or he thinks boy math is he thinks you're a gold digger when he only makes 45K. You know?
That one. makes
Yeah, you know, like it's like
I didn't know there was a term for that.
Yeah, I didn't know that
Wow.
too.
It's like it's basically delusional, right? It's
Yeah.
it's like girl math is like, you know, that doesn't make any sense, right?
Yeah.
For you to think that was free money, you already spent the money to buy
Yeah.
it to begin with.
Yeah.
Just because you returned it doesn't mean it's free money. You know, so
I
that's
do that sometimes. I have cash in my wallet, and I'm like, I did good. I didn't even tap into my bank account. Like, I just use that cash. You know?
yeah.
But I was like, at least I didn't tap into my.
That's girl math. Yeah.
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 So next question, true or false? If both partners are too masculine, the relationship won't work.
I think
True.
so.
Yeah.
Okay, if it's a male and female relationship, the man should be brave and.
Is this back to your dog chasing
and,
you?
and if a woman is getting attacked, the man shouldn't run away. True or false? What do you guys think?
True. Like,
yeah.
yes, you shouldn't run away.
Yeah.
Next question. Feminine energy fuels masculine energy.
Huh?
What?
I agree.
What?
Feminine energy feels masculine energy. Like,
Oh,
I feel like when you're
they
more
attract.
feminine,
Yeah.
It feels it.
Yeah.
yeah, it forces
Oh,
the
yeah.
guy to want to be more masculine. Like, if I feel like I can't lift something, I think most guys would like
Yeah.
be quick to like, oh, let me help you.
Yeah.
Well, hey guys at home, I will just say, you know, if you haven't thought about the idea of masculine energy and feminine energy, if this is your first time hearing about it, I would challenge yourself just to kind of do a self-assessment and a self-reflection. And traditionally, what people would associate with feminine traits and masculine traits, are you too assertive? Do you overtalk too much? Do you interrupt too much? Do you not speak up your mind enough? Are you too shy? How do you carry yourself? And then reflect on your partners and how your partners carry themselves. And, maybe just becoming more aware of who you are, how you are, and how your partner is. That just knowing and becoming aware, I think it'll help you navigate through relationships and, be able to implement change and make it healthier, make it better. But that is all. Thanks for joining us. Please tune in for our next episode. Please like, comment, send us any ideas and topics that you want to hear more of, any questions you want us to answer. We're excited to interact with you all more. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
Have a great one.